Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
It's so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed.
Okay, the Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back. What? Oh my God.
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the play.
What is happening? Are they challenging it? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish!
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up! We did it!
What can I say? What can I say? What
can I say, baby? Tomoyuki Sugano shoves as the Baltimore Orioles beat the New York Yankees, take the first game of the series. Oh my gosh, was this a game the Orioles needed? What's up, everyone, and welcome to Kevin and Zach React. I'm Zach Bollinger. Kevin Ostreicher will be joining us momentarily. Massive win by the Orioles. Tomo, baby. Tomo, we talked about it before the season. The wild card of the Orioles, the wild card of the rotation. It felt like he had all the tools. We'd seen the success over in Japan. It was whether or not he could put it together over here, get his feet underneath him. Past 3 starts, he's been a stud. 8 strikeouts in 5 scoreless innings. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He was absolutely filthy tonight. His splitter had the Yankees in a blender. Splitter absolutely had the Yankees in a blender all night. That thing was disgusting. It should be illegal to have the movement that Tomo had on his pitches tonight, especially that splitter. The one he threw to Goldsmith to get the strikeout was gross. That was gross. Need a parental advisory on that because that was gross. Offense does just enough. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was perfect. Another game where they sat there and they had opportunity after opportunity, even though they score 4 runs, they still had opportunities to go ahead to really kind of blow this thing open and put some room between themselves and the Yankees. They don't allow it. It doesn't happen. They can't get any other runs across after the big ball by O'Hearn. They finished the game 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, that one being O'Hearn's 3-run homer, Earl Weaver special. But you still go, besides that, you're 0 for 6 outside of that. So you go 0 for 1 with Mountcastle, 0 for 1 with Mullins, 0 for 2 Rutschman, 0 for 1 Henderson. And it's even more frustrating offensively because they go out, they get the 4-0 lead. They immediately, the next thing, have an opportunity, go put more runs on the board. Put more runs on the board. They run Will Warren out of the game at just 3 1/3 innings pitched. You have, I believe Laureano. Yeah, Laureano on third base after the double and then stolen base. Laureano, Graham, you're telling me, show Laureano absolute monster right now. Absolute monster. He's been killing it. I said it I believe last Friday or Saturday. I said that Ramon Laureano is a guy where he's a solid player. You know, I don't think he should be a starter every day, but he's a damn solid player. And right now he's swinging one of the better bats on the team. He's been incredible for this offense. You had, though, the opportunity. Cedric, I believe, strikes out, and then you had the flyout. Unable to get any across the rest of the way. So offense needs work, and it wasn't pretty. Gregory Soto at the end gets it, makes it a little uncomfortable. Made it a little uncomfortable. Soto makes it uncomfortable, and then Felix Bautista slams the door 4-3. This was a big win that the Orioles need to build on. Orioles need to build on it. So let me share my screen. Let's go. Let's talk about this a little bit more in depth here. Been liking this new, no, not this screen view, not this screen view, this screen view. Been liking this screen view more recently. I don't know. Something about it. Let's go over the offense, though, to start. Cedric Mullins, 2 hits. I haven't even brought up Cedi's robbery. Robs Paul Goldschmidt of a 2-run bomb that would have honestly could have been the difference in this game. Defensively, Cedric Mullins saves 2 runs there. He gets 2 hits, gets the walk in 3 at-bats, 4 plate appearances on 3 times. Cedric Mullins has been the most consistent Oriole this season, bar none. Like, he has been the most consistent. He has been offensively the best Oriole. Only guy that you can argue with had a home run tonight. We'll get to him in a second. Gunnar Henderson, we got another angry walk out of him. 1 hit, 1 run, and 3 at-bats. Solid night for him. Adley, another walk, another hit, another run. So the top 4 of the lineup were really the big guns tonight. All of them had at least 1 hit. You have 2 hits from Seti, 1 from Gunnar, 1 from Adley, 1 from O'Hearn. O'Hearn's being the 3 RBI homer. But, the top of the lineup, really, we've talked about, we want to see consistency top to bottom. It was the very top and the very bottom of the offense or of the lineup that produced for the offense tonight. You had O'Hearn or Mountcastle 0 for 4, Heston 0 for 4, Carlson defensive replacement, Ramon 0 for 4. So those middle 4 guys or 3 guys struggle. They put up a mofer, but then you have Jackson Holiday 1 for 3. And a run. Ramon Laureano, 2 for 3 with an RBI, the 2 doubles. This is what we've wanted to see from the offense top to bottom. We talk about how they need to play a complete game. It's another thing. So what? I said I think they were like 2 for – someone can check the math. Yesterday I said they were 2 for 23 in the series against the Tigers with runners in scoring position. So they're 3 for 30. They're 3 for their last 30 with runners in scoring position. You get the win tonight, but listen, this still isn't good enough. Like, I love celebrating. This is a lot of fun. Hell, I love beating the Yankees more than anything. But offensively, there's still a lot to be desired. You still want to see a lot more. You got the big ball. You got the home run from O'Hearn to nothing. It felt like, and I brought this up earlier, ecstatic with that. I would have loved to see them add more runs. They got shut down after that. If it wasn't for Sugano pitching a gem through 5, for Felix slamming the door, having the 1, 2, 3, 9th, this could have this would have been an interesting game because, and very well could have, gone against them. So love that they were able to scrape out a win. They got just enough in, but offensively, the 4 runs, it came from the big one was the home run. And then Laureano was a misplayed fly ball. So that's how you got your runs tonight. 1 for 7 runners in scoring position. They still got to fix that. That's got to be their biggest thing, is they have to get better with runners in scoring position if they are going to win these games consistently. They just have to. But before we get to the pitching and Sugano, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Kevin and Zach react. Go live after every single Orioles game, win or lose. And Tommy, appreciate you. 19 for Tomo. Felix, let's go high. Tried to lose this, but Tomo, baby, Tommy, genuinely appreciate that. I I didn't understand keeping Soto in. Obviously, it works out in the long run. He's able to go get those 2 final outs, but was very questionable. I agree. I think maybe the way that Soto's been struggling recently wouldn't have gone to him there. Ends up working out. They get the win. So all works out. Well, let's go to the man of the hour, like you talked about, Tommy. Tommy Sugar, Tomoyuki Sugano. We asked for Tomo to be this frontline guy. You know, when all the injuries happened, I jokingly said, "Congrats, Tomo, you're now the ace." Ever since he's had to quote unquote become the ace, he's pitched like an ace. I mean, this guy is given everything that you would want from a frontline pitcher. I get it. It's just 5 innings. You know, maybe, and he'll say the same thing. He would have rather probably gone 6 or 7 like he did before. He loves. I love the 8 strikeouts. Strikeouts are fun. Strikeouts are cool. It's what worked his pitch count up. So he's probably going to prefer. You know, if you talk to him, he probably would have rather gotten 4 strikeouts but gone 6 innings. You know, gone 4 strikeouts but gone 7. But this this start from Tomo was everything the Orioles needed, and it showed how dominant he can be. Like, I think sometimes we forget because it was over in Japan and people are like, oh, the competition isn't as good. It's a damn good league over there. Tomoyuki Sugano is one of the greatest pitchers of all time in Japanese baseball. Like, he is a multi-time MVP. This guy, he is as good as they get. His composure, he does not let anything get to him. After the first inning this entire year, if you look back, his first game versus Toronto, every game he's pitched, his biggest hassle, his biggest hurdle he has to get over is the first inning. We saw tonight, doesn't give up any runs in the first. Boom, 5 scoreless. Last week, he gives up 3 in the first on the home run, 6 scoreless after that. You know, Tomoyuki Sugano is a damn good pitcher. He's settling down in Major League Baseball over here, and I think he is going to be a very, very, very talented pitcher for the Orioles. I think in this season, we're going to look back, and if they can get Eflin back in a few weeks and he pitches like we know he can, if maybe one day down the line, you know, August, September, you're able to get Bradish back, a Wells back, you're able to add an arm at the deadline, your rotation is not looking bad. Cade Povich pitching the way he is. You know, they can piece together a decent looking rotation if Sugano continues to look like this, Eflin pitches the way we know he can. If Cade Povich can look like the guy who goes 7 innings, you know, giving up 1 or 2 runs, if he can be doing that, it all, I think, you know, Kyle Gibson back, I think helps. I'd rather him going than Morton. You know, honestly, at this point, just simply Charlie Morton, if you take him out of the rotation, that's addition by subtraction. So, you know, I think the starting pitching staff, if they can get healthy, is looking better as Sugano looks better. You know, you hope Povich continues to take those steps. You get Eflin back. It's a serviceable one. I still think you need to add a top-end arm. And, you know, you just got to keep battling back. Have to keep battling back. Keegan Aiken was nails tonight. Keegan Aiken was absolute nails tonight. Inning and a third, 3 strikeouts, no earned runs. He was incredible. He's been since, I would say, middle of last season, one of the more consistent Orioles. You know, I would say underrated as well. He's been extremely reliable, and I'm extremely happy with how he's pitching. Yennier Cano gives up the 2 hits. He's not his best outing. You know, he's not going to be happy with how he looked. He gets the 1 out on the could have been double play. Then Soto comes in, struggles. You know, he gets out of the 1 inning, but then struggles, and gives up the 3 hits, 2 earned runs, gets the 2 strikeouts, but does just enough to hand the baton off to Felix Bautista, who now had his second. We talked about his last save, how it was, yes, it was his 3rd save of the season, but it really felt like it was his first high pressure, high pressure situation save. 1 run here against 2, 3, 4 doesn't get much pressure than that, especially with Aaron Judge in there. Striking out Aaron Judge was so big. He wins that battle there in the biggest moment of the game, because if Judge goes yard there, obviously it's a tie game. You give all the momentum to the Yankees, and I'm not sure with the way that they weren't scoring runs. I'm not sure how good you're feeling about it. And I'll say this: they had to win this. They had to win this game, and the biggest thing is they could not have blown that lead. If the Orioles blow that lead, if they would have somehow, when Soto was, pitch struggling in the 8th, whatever, a Judge homer in the 9th, if the Orioles would have lost that game, that would have been just demoralizing. That would have been one of those losses that crumbles your season in front of your eyes. That was huge that they were able to hang on, get some momentum and go out there and win the game tomorrow. If you can win tomorrow, you can go, and it takes all pressure off you. If you win tomorrow, all pressure's off. You just have to go and try to win a game on Thursday or on Wednesday. We're going to play the song, guys. Don't worry. We're playing the damn song. We'll play it. Waiting for Kevin. Ed on it. I appreciate it. Just like that. So let's do 1 up, 1 down while we wait. 1 up, obvious. Tomoyuki Sugano. Tomoyuki Sugano absolutely shoved tonight. This was his game. The past 2 have really been his game. We lost the 1. They end up losing the 1, but tonight it wasn't just that he went 5 scoreless, it's how he went 5 scoreless. It's the dominance that he had, the strikeouts, he looked unhittable. He just straight up looked unhittable at times, and especially that splitter. I'm probably going to watch that splitter a million times. I will probably watch that splitter to Goldschmidt and that splitter he threw to Judge a million times tonight, because they were that filthy. Yeah, I think you could also give the 1 up to Bautista. You could very, very, very well give the 1 up to Bautista, because for him to go out there against the very heart of the order, the heart of that Yankees order, with Aaron Judge sitting in the middle of it, you get Cody Bellinger sitting at that 4-hole, or the 3-hole. That was a big opportunity for the Yankees to jump on it. And I mean, it didn't look like off the bat, off the rip, that Felix had his best stuff. He looked a little wild at times. I don't think he had his best command tonight, but it didn't matter. Didn't matter. And everyone's saying, I love, this is what, I love, is we also have some people saying that Ryan O'Hearn 1 up. There were a few people tonight that you could give 1-ups to, and it was, you could argue it's right. They even, you could say Cedric Mullins. That home run robbery, he also gets 2 hits, gets on base with the walk. That home run robbery might have saved the night. They get 2 runs there. They technically have the lead right now. And I couldn't agree with this more, about heck. It is so nice having Bautista back, and getting more confident with each outing. He's out there. Wasn't sure. I couldn't agree more with this. He just looks. He looks like he also is getting more and more confident with each outing. Like, to start the season, you could tell there was a little hesitancy. Every pitch, it was more like he was trying to aim, trying to figure out what he has. It feels like he's attacking hitters more. He's relying on his stuff. He's throwing everything with more heat now. It does feel like Felix is slowly, I would say he's up to that 85%, 85, 90%. He looks like he's very much getting back. And if they're able to get him back to even 95%, continue to work up, Felix Bautista is going to return to being one of the most dominant closers and even just pitchers, period, in baseball. And that is such a massive win for the Orioles. That is such a massive win for the Orioles because we remember last year, with Craig Kimbrell, the struggles towards the end, the closer by committee, we're playing the matchups. We talked about it all day on this, all year. It was the most annoying thing was just constantly playing the matchups every single, game when it was late. Oh, they have lefties coming up, so we're putting in Perez or we're putting in Soto, righties, so we're putting in Dominguez. Oh, solo homer. No one was just simply in that spot, and getting Felix there to just be that anchor, I think it helps allow everyone else to fall in place. So big addition, getting him back from injury. But if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We had Laura gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you, Laura. And to help say that we appreciate you, bring on Kevin Ostraker. Kevin, clap.
Thank you, Laura.
Kevin, big win. Big win.
Big win. I'm not getting very excited about it. It's fun to have a win, but they need to show me more, right? Need to show me they can keep it going. And they almost blew it too. So I'm happy they're in the win column.
1-for-7 with runners in scoring position.
Yep.
They still had their
in the win column, but they need to show me more because they've hurt us too much early this year. So I'm usually more
and there's a
positive than
lefty
that.
on the mound tomorrow.
But,
lefty on the mound with Rodon tomorrow. Gibby's back though tomorrow. Gibby's back, but Kevin, you know what time it is. I told everyone I was waiting for you to do it.
Oh, the song wasn't playing. Okay.
Oh, you make the magic happen. Tomo made the magic happen tonight, Kevin. 5 scoreless, 8 strikeouts. Absolutely dealing.
I love it. He has nasty stuff. We know he has nasty stuff. 5 innings is my minimum threshold for starters. So, the fact that he did that, I would have preferred him to go a little longer, but we can't all have what we want. So.
Yeah, and I'll be playing the other song as we when we head out. So don't you guys worry.
you get double trouble in a good way tonight.
Yeah, double trouble. But Kevin, we before you hopped on, I said, it was a good to get a win. They obviously very much attempted to blow it at the end there. And they put themselves in that position because they couldn't come up with runners in scoring position again. Besides that home run, that 3-run home run, outside that they were 1-for-7 with runners in scoring position. So outside that home run, they were 0-for-6. They couldn't get guys in, and multiple times it was men on third, 0 outs. They had second and third, no outs, couldn't get a run in. You had guy on third, 1 out, can't get him in. That home run masked up another offensive struggle to get runs across. They'd be the greatest team in baseball history if you scored runs for getting guys in scoring position. They'd be incredible, Kevin. They'd probably be undefeated this season. They get the most guys in scoring position. They just can't get them in.
They have more opportunities this year, and that is a positive, right? They're getting more opportunities. They're just not producing with them. At least it feels like they're getting more opportunities. But, the big thing here is Seti's been incredible this year. O'Hearn has been a savior for them this year. Both those guys are free agents with, we don't know if they're going to be re-signed. I mean, they are doing everything they can to price themselves out of Baltimore, which helps the team now. And I'm very glad that they are playing the way that they are, right? But, I'm glad that, Adley was able to get a hit. He had opportunities. Gunnar was able to get on the board here. But, you also look at
It was the middle of the lineup.
GOAT Ramon Laureano, best Orioles outfielder of all time.
I'm telling you, dude. He's going to be on people's good side. He's playing well. He's doing exactly what you had hoped for as a guy, and we can get more into the discussion. Obviously, Gibson going tomorrow, Westberg on the IL, so Emmanuel Rivera.
Yeah, did you go over all the moves yet? Or
no, then we had Gary Sanchez going down, so Maverick Handley's the backup catcher.
What was Sanchez's injury?
I don't even know. I didn't even know he had an
injury.
injury.
I didn't even know he was hurt.
Neither did I.
Maverick Handley's been down there in AAA for a little while.
A long time.
Right wrist inflammation is Gary Sanchez. And seeing Colton.
That's right.
Seeing Colton go to the 60 was tough. Seeing Grayson go to
but
the
that was
60
expected.
Was
they needed to.
I know, but I'm just saying that notification still hurts,
Yeah. So, but I think getting Gibby back tomorrow is going to be good. I think that's just good.
Yeah.
I think you saw that too, right?
Yeah, you glitched out on the screen.
Yeah, that's so weird. But I think it's. Do they bring up Mayo? That's the thing, with Westy out for the foreseeable future at the moment. Do you bring in a guy like Kobe Mayo and just tell him, hey, we're putting you at third. Go do whatever. Because it's not like the offense is putting up these massive numbers.
Yeah, you want to go through their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 2 runs, no runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, no runs, 4 runs. It's not good. It's not good. So, Tomo, savior Tomo. Every 5th Morton start might be a loss, but every Tomo start feels like a win. So,
I was going to say, they're giving us something to cheer for at least. That's all you can ask for. Kevin. They've given us something to cheer for.
Yeah, and Shante asking, can anybody explain to me why we have all the injuries? It's just baseball right now.
I know.
The Dodgers had what? Glasnow was their 13th pitcher on the IL this season. It's going on across the league. They got rid of their trainer this past offseason, so I think the people maybe thought there'd be whether it was a shift in philosophy or just new practices in, but it's tough. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't really help explain that. Yoni, who comes on the Ryan Ripken show, gives a little more insight into that, but they already had they struggled through the off season and they needed to be pretty healthy in order to have it go the way they wanted, and they're not. So,
yeah, it's unfortunate because it is very much not. Kevin, who were the 2 big offensive signings this offseason? Gary Sanchez and Tyler O'Neill, who are both already on the injury list. Gary Sanchez and Tyler O'Neill. It makes the offense or offseason look even tougher because the guys that you brought in to replace, McCann, obviously, which we'll end up seeing. I'm not sure it's that big of a difference between McCann and Sanchez. Sanchez maybe offers more offensively, even though he's not showing it. But then I know people are going to be upset about O'Neill being on the IL because he quote unquote replaced Tony. So yeah, it makes it a harder pill to swallow.
For sure. Especially with the way that we all kind of predicted this would go. You can never predict injuries, but you have to account for them in the offseason. You can't go into the year thinking you're going to be healthy, which is why depth is so important, so that you can weather storms like these. And the Orioles didn't properly equip themselves. We knew that. Yeah. And this is the bed that they have made, and now they have to lay in it. So this is it's a big win. I'm not trying to downplay that getting the win.
Do you even care?
And Gaslighter Supreme
care,
is
Kevin?
back. Yeah.
Do you even care? Kevin, don't gaslight me.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Gaslight. Okay, big dog. Yeah. It's a big win. But you know what? Taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees will be huge. I'm not going to let one win wash away all of the negative trends they've shown me this season, especially because negative trends still happen in this game. But it at least shows me that they can fight. And when things aren't going well, like in the game that they almost blew here tonight, at least he can slam the door shut. So.
And honestly, isn't that all we can ask for? It's just because Kevin, I said right before you got on, if they would have lost tonight, if they blow that game tonight, it's one of those where there would have been a panic, like just smashing the panic meter, because it would have just been even more demoralizing to what already has been a very tough go of things. If you blow this lead, after that start from Tomoyuki Sugano, it would have been insane.
Yeah, especially with you had a lot of guys step up tonight, like Tomo and O'Hearn and Seti robbing the homer. Like, you had a lot of big moments in this game. If they had lost that there's been a lot of demoralizing stuff this year that would have been pretty demoralized. But we don't have to talk about it because it didn't happen.
We don't have to. Kevin, you want to get into call-ins?
Yeah, let's do some call-ins. Probably shorter call-ins tonight.
Yeah, I'm posting the link as well.
Zach, I can predict his schedule. Probably has to get up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow.
No, Kevin, no. We're Columbus this week.
Oh,
no long. I mean,
but do you know what I was thinking about? You know what I was thinking about when I saw you pull the hoodie out for tonight. I was thinking, did he pack this hoodie fully knowing there might never be a time he wears it on the strip?
Mm-hmm. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie. There was thoughts of, do I even, like the way they were looking, the thought crept in of, do I even pack it? Like that.
No, it's after every win. You got to at least account for it.
No, exactly. But it was, the way they were playing, I was like, if I don't pack it, is it really, like, there's a chance I don't even need it?
Yeah. Well, guess what? You get to play it. Where'd you get that made, by the way?
It was a Christmas gift.
Because you also got was it the vinyl that you got?
Yeah, we got the vinyl. I got to set up my studio wall again.
I know. I'm putting the final touches on my setup. Like, I need an L-shaped desk to fully put it together. But I have the corner here. It's a very small room I'm in right now, but I got the corner all picked out. Like, I'm like, which corner of the room do I want to move to? So,
Kevin, you're gonna look great now every corner.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's move on to our first caller and to Arkansas. We got Mr. 108. Joe, how we doing?
We're doing. You know what, fellas?
What you got for me?
They hate me because they ain't me. I'm Mr. Positive. These fans, negative.
Kevin's over here being negative. Kevin's being negative over here.
Well, Kevin's a football guy, so I don't hold it against him,
Oh, come on, Joe.
He's got the football mind. But these fans,
I am locked in.
These fans in this chat, Twitter, Discord, toxic negativity, baby.
All right. Yep.
You got to be positive. Keep the vibe.
Hey, positive is good.
You can't be negative. It's all about, and you know what else? The guessing game works.
It is.
That's what it was. It was always the guessing game.
Kevin, you better get on that shit tomorrow.
Guessing game.
Yeah, Kevin's trying to hold the team back.
My notifications get so crazy. I can't.
Well, I'm not tagging anybody this year.
Oh, I didn't know you weren't tagging people.
Zach and Ryan goofed and did Friday's post, but that's okay. They still put a number out.
Ryan respond first, and I was like, oh, the new game's out, so I just responded to him.
It's okay. Little logistical error, but
yeah,
We're gonna play again tomorrow. It's been a hell of a month. We're already over the number, so just for
Yeah.
shits and giggles the next 2 days.
Man,
Yep, I agree.
if they can get it sweet, that's a
that would be big.
big boost. Big boost.
Awesome, Joe. We
108.
got a lot of people calling in. We got
We're still
people.
going 108, baby.
108.
I'm dying
Appreciate
on
All
you
that.
right,
calling
there
in.
it is. Hey, you
As
said until it's
always.
what 55? Is that the number 55?
55.
55.
Then
all
then
right.
I'm wrong. Then you can come at me all you want, people.
Dream is alive until 55. See, it rhymes.
Appreciate you, Joe. We'll see you
Awesome.
next time.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Peace. Next up, we got our guy Jabo. Jabo,
What's
how
up,
we
guys?
feeling?
How's it going?
Oh, what's going on,
How's it
Jumbo?
feeling after that win?
I'm kind of feeling like Kevin. Great win. Look, seeing the passion and fire from Felix after that strikeout was awesome. But we've seen this before, so let's do it again tomorrow night, and let's do it again on Wednesday, and then the vibes will be back. In my opinion.
Yeah,
Hey,
look, I mean,
this is a
vibes are
big
always
series.
fun after wins, but I think that again,
And it's a
I'm
lefty
not-
tomorrow, so
Yeah, and like that'd be a statement to me. Like 2 straight
Yeah.
against the Yankees. Again, season's not done, and I don't want to have it come across as I feel that way because I don't. But you just want to continue to 1, stack momentum off of wins, and 2, you just hope that again the runners in scoring position, starters going deeper into games. Like they were able to win this game with big performances from guys, and it was huge. Like big moments ended up happening. So for me, it's just continuing to stack it up, man. I totally get it.
yep. That's it. On to tomorrow. Have a good night,
Yeah.
y'all.
Hey,
Awesome.
have a good night, Jabo.
Appreciate you, Jabo.
Couldn't agree more. It's stacking these, and that's the biggest thing. It is simply stacking these. Can't win 2 if you don't win 1. And Kevin, we've seen it all year. You know, this team hasn't won 3 straight. We said what, haven't won 3 straight in almost. Gosh, Kevin, we're getting up to close to a calendar year of not winning 3 straight. So
Yeah, that is
it's
crazy.
all,
That is crazy.
you just. I'm not putting pressure saying that they need to win 3 straight or that it's like, hey, you got to win this. But if you can take 2 of 3 from the Yankees, that is massive. So I will feel very good if they can I'm not saying sweep, just take 2 of 3. But now let's move on to our next guy. We got Ray behind the scenes. Ray, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, Ray?
Look, I'm happy they won. Especially the first inning was a microcosm of the whole season for the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
They flirt with disaster. Their pitcher gets out of it. We get 2 on in scoring position, nobody out. Can't bring anybody in. And I thought, yeah, that's it. That's the one chance we're going to have tonight. And Sugano was awesome.
Unreal.
Incredible.
Unreal.
It was nasty. Absolutely disgusting tonight.
I will tell you, we were terrible with runners in scoring position, but at least we hit a home run. Feels like forever.
And hey,
They do one or the other. But one thing that's underrated in this game, and we haven't done it all year except for Cedric and Adley. Gunnar walks, Adley walks, O'Hearn knocks him in.
Yep.
Runners
like
on
that.
base is so important.
if you're gonna
And
hit
it
homers,
shows it doesn't even need to be hits.
Yeah.
Get on base. What great? Both of those. Adley, I believe, was down. It was either 2-2. I think was the count in that, and he worked the walk. So it's not even like, Will Warren just couldn't find the zone. Oh, he just, whatever. They both were earned walks. They fought the count. Both were actually 3-2 because I remember both were 10 pitches after the 2 at bats. So it was a big way you don't always have to be first pitch swinging, we have to ambush them and get 3 hits in the next 10 pitches. Make them work, we got them out. The Yankees just had a doubleheader on Sunday, used a lot of their bullpen. Then you're able to get their starter out after 3 1/3 because you've worked the pitch count. That impacts not only tonight, but it impacts the next 2 games.
Yeah. And the important thing now is it's a win, but we've been saying this. They've still only won 1 series all year. You got to start stringing along some series wins, or this team's never going to get back to 500.
No, you have to. You can't keep taking 1 of 2.
you put yourself in a hole that way. It's just math, right? Like,
Yeah.
keep losing series, you're not going to have a winning record. And I think they've dug this hole deep to the point where it's not impossible, but you have a lot of work to do. So
I'm glad we finally admitted Jordan Westberg's hurt too, because that was getting painful. He wasn't in the lineup every day.
Yeah. Man, it felt like they were looking for something, looking for a spark. Obviously, like Westy was getting it together after the tough spell.
Yeah.
But if a guy's hurt, a guy's hurt. Like you
Right.
gotta let him heal up. So, man, if these starters start going deeper in a game, this is gonna be a dangerous team. They just need to start going deeper, man. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. I will take it. So,
awesome. Man. Yeah, appreciate you, Ray. I'm glad we got to talk after a win. A win.
See, hopefully we're talking. It feels good. Talk about
it's so much better talking after wins.
Well, I didn't call yesterday because I was so mad at Hyde. I wanted him fired so badly yesterday.
You weren't the only one.
It was bad.
Oh, I love it, Ray. We'll catch you next time, my friend.
See you guys, Ray. Appreciate you calling in always, man.
And Tim, I didn't even see this at first. This is hilarious.
Oh, what's up?
If you know, you know. Kevin, did you see the hot mic on Masson tonight after?
No, I was doing my Lockdown Ravens stuff, I recorded with Q, and then I did my audio or my ads and post production.
Yeah, we had a hot mic.
I saw the video, but I didn't watch it with sound because I was doing my stuff.
Yeah, we had
the Homer hose, right? What can you? Is it safe for work? I assume not. No.
SMFB was what was said.
Okay, I got the first three letters. I can understand that. Here, let me look at. Can I just look up SMFB and no? Can I just look up hot mic? Here.
we have it's in the chat, Kevin. It's already in the chat.
Oh, very nice, very family friendly. I just watched.
Yeah, that was after the hot. That was our hot mic after the homer. So incredible there.
God, maybe that if the Orioles turn it around, I think someone has to put that on a shirt.
We might have to, but Kevin, let's get to our next and possibly last call in.
Yeah, we had a couple drop off, it looks like.
Yeah, we have our guy Gordon. Gordon, what's up, my man?
Gordon.
What's going on? It always feels good, after a win, doesn't it?
Feels good. It feels better than a loss, I'll tell you that.
Hey, look, and I think what I said yesterday, I think the clubhouse said it too, because I was listening to the listen to the guys speak, like Kevin Brown and everything. He was like, and it was Ben McDonald today. He said, whatever happened before, just leave it. We start over today, start fresh and new. And I don't know, watching this team, I don't know if it had a different feeling, and it felt like a feeling of like, the past is the past. We're going to start fresh and new, and we came out there and got a win, and it felt good. Instead of it feels good coming on here talking to you instead of talking terrible about how the team didn't do this, didn't do that, but. We kind of did do it in the first inning and a couple innings out there, but
but they found a way. Like we talk about it all the time. They're going to have those games where we've said you're never over the course of 162. There are going to be games that you have no business winning that you're going to win. There's games that you probably should win that you're going to lose. And this was the game where the Orioles, they found a way, even though it wasn't pretty. They did kind of everything they had been doing, not producing with runners in scoring position, kind of letting the team hang around and get back in it late. But the difference was they found a win. So you feel a lot better talking about hey, we got to work with runners in scoring position when you found a way to win than you do after you feel like you missed a massive opportunity.
So true.
Hey, look, can we talk about Ryan O'Hearn? How much like aura would the team have if we just saw on our notifications Ryan O'Hearn 3-year extension, just knowing that he's going to be, that would just be
extend somebody, man. Extend somebody.
I know, like we need it, especially like with these core pieces. Like Seti is that guy, and if if
Yeah.
we need to find that guy that's going to be the cornerstone staple head of like, to lead these young guys and be the players coach for these guys. Like we need that. And O'Hearn just went out there, stuck his nose down and won and just got one. And that was huge for us. That like you could just see it in his face and on our team's face. Like it was just like a sigh of relief. Like,
Literally. It was
like
a sigh of relief for me.
for real, me too.
I was like, oh my gosh, we're not gonna, blow this. It felt like another runners in scoring position, no outs. I was like, I'm sure this will be, unfortunately I'm sitting here going, I'm sure this will be a double play. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll find some way to, I'm sure this is going to be 110-mile-an-hour line drive right to the first baseman who steps
my
on
gosh.
first to get the double. Like it would be one of the classic what happened off the bat. I was like, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Look, and we needed some help too. The base hit over over Grisham's head. That's Trent Grisham, right?
Yeah, Trent Grisham.
Yeah, like over his hit. Like we need things like that. It feels good to see another team make plays like that versus the Orioles and sitting there like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what are we doing? But it feels good to have the baseball gods on our side. Like one person that I really do wish like that could turn it around is Mountcastle. I don't know what's up with him, but like I really want him to turn it around. When he's on, he helps this team out so much, and he plays a huge part in this team. And we're missing him so much. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he needs to reset his swing, or what. If he's going through things at home, it's something that he needs to switch up. But he's like a key guy out of all these guys. When Mountcastle's on, he helps his team so much. We need him bad.
Yeah, we've seen him carry the team at times. I mean, when Mountcastle is hot, the 3-home run, 12 RBI game, anytime we're in Toronto, we joke about he wins those games at times by himself.
Literally.
You look up at the scoreboard, Orioles win 6-3 and Mountcastle had 4 RBIs.
We need that.
Mm-hmm. When he is hot, he's one of those guys. He's very Anthony Santander like when he is on, they're both very streaky. When they're cold, they are cold, and you're like, this is tough to watch. But when they're hot, you feel like everything they hit is, even if they miss it, it's 110 miles an hour in the gap. They are just everything they do. They're using when Mountcastle's using the whole field. He is one of the toughest outs in this lineup.
Look,
he really is.
No, keep going.
Yeah, he really is. But when he's off, it feels like you throw a slider in the other batter's box, you'll get him to swing every time.
Literally. It's like I thought, bringing the wall in would help out a little bit, but he's barely even making contact with the ball. And when it is, it's a dribbler. I really need him to get on because when he's on, it's fun watching the Orioles. It's good. But enough about those Orioles. What are your guys? Do y'all have dinner plans for the night? What are you guys eating? I'm over here, waiting for my girlfriend to wake up. She's taking a nap over here, and I'm trying to figure out something to eat. And wanted to get some suggestions. Kind of tired of eating the same thing.
Are you talking about going out?
DoorDash or whatnot. What time is it? It's 10:30. But
what type of food do you like?
I'm always down for everything. Look, I'm a picky eater, but I'll try anything if that makes sense.
Some Panda Express today. Always hits.
Oh my
Panda
gosh,
Express,
Panda's
that's
good.
Solid. So one of my controversial food takes, Gordon, is that I think Qdoba's better than Chipotle.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I love Qdoba.
Let's go. Let's
Qdoba
go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's like when you eat Chipotle, I kind of feel a little a little bit agitated. But when I eat Qdoba, it's like I feel light and I feel energetic, and it's like actually the food there and the taste is just better.
I don't know if you can DoorDash Qdoba, but if it is, this might be a sign that
I know. Okay. Look, I got Chick-fil-A earlier, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Qdoba was right there, and I was like,
man, that might be the play, man. That might be
the play.
Look, if they're still open, that is the goal. I might just order it after I talk to her.
Let's go.
She's up right now, so yeah.
All right, well.
Appreciate you calling in,
let us know next time what you end up getting too.
I got you.
Let us know next time.
I got you.
Awesome, man. Appreciate you calling in, Gordon.
Let's go. Let's stack these wins.
Let's do it, man. Let's go. All right. Appreciate you, man. Man,
The
I
point is,
feel. You know what? I'm gonna say something. I was still upset with how the Orioles played, and I still am upset with how they played over the course of this season. I came on here with a little negative energy because they almost blew the game. Now that I have talked it out on this stream, I feel good again. Not like, oh, the Orioles are winning the World Series good, but hey, you know what? They won a game tonight, and that's fun. So
Kevin,
I stand by my stance that I
thing,
want. Huh?
my biggest thing about why I'm like excited about tonight is because I genuinely thought there was a very good possibility that they got swept. Like I thought I was very kind of, if it wasn't tonight, I was like, yeah, we're swept. So like for them to get this win, it just makes me feel like, God, if they can just show us something, Kevin, and show up tomorrow and get a win. Like, let me just talk a little crazy, Kevin. Like Kyle Gibson comes in tomorrow, gives you 6 innings of like 2-3 runs, and then you can find a win. Like it doesn't have to be a no. Give me 6 innings, 3 runs. Offense finds a way. You can grab back-to-back games against the Yankees. You telling me that the vibe around this clubhouse, their swagger doesn't get a little bit better?
Yeah, that's you know what? If Gibby can come in and give you 6 innings tomorrow, I don't even know what I'd do. And they can win. Like that's my thing. Like starter goes deep into games. Hopefully runners in scoring position gets better. Like I still stand by what I said of they need to show it to me more consistently because look, I mean, they won the series against the Guardians and then we were right back in the dumps. So I still stand by. I need to see them do it more consistently, but I am on team celebrate the win now. So
welcome, Kevin. Welcome.
Yeah, it took me about 10 minutes, but we are here. We are here. So
Kevin, and before we head out of here, anything else? We kind of. I think tomorrow it's just about stacking on. Just go and get a win.
Yeah. I mean, again, just like even if it is getting wins in the regular season, it's so different from the playoffs because you want to see positive trends and like wins are still wins. Obviously, when the playoffs come around, it's just win no matter what. Like I don't care how ugly it looks. Like Sugano could go 3 innings and they win the game, and I'm like, I don't care. They won the game. Like obviously, then your bullpen's kind of screwed over. But again, like it's you win the game. I just want to see them continue to have fun. Like the SMFB, like that's like a funny moment. Like, it shows a little bit of like passion and like, oh, like let's do this. But it also was just like, oh, like that's a viral moment. Maybe that's what turns it around. Them just having fun is important. So
it is this team when this team.
And
has
you know
fun,
what? This from Gordon. This is how it is. Losing streak starts with 1 loss. The winning streak starts with 1 win. And if you can turn your vibes around, because we've talked about how mental of a game baseball is, along with the physical aspects of it. If you can get it going, then you're able to dig out of this hole that you have dug yourself. It is very clear that they are in a deep hole right now. But
they need to
glad,
dig out.
The silver lining is that if they do turn this around, this happened in April and not in August.
Yeah, because last year it happened in August and it was bad. And it, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin, anything else?
That's it, man. Just, as we've been saying, go out there, get a win tomorrow and win this series, man. Go out there and win this thing.
Feels good, Kevin. Feels good to be back. Orioles beat the New York Yankees 4-3 to take game 1 of the series. We'll be back at it tomorrow to break down game 2. Kyle Gibson on the mound versus Carlos Rodon. We'll be back at it as soon as the game ends. So we'll see you back then. Hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, I don't. Oh. Eric Bedard.
Ooh, okay.
I
There
might
we
have already
go.
said Eric.